back to our look at Mega Man figures from Jada Toys. We're into Mega Man 2 bosses now. So we had that earlier look at Deluxe Mega Man that had the head off sculpt, and now we have one of the boss characters from Mega Man 2, and that is going to be Bubble Man. From the aquatic level, can't do well on land, but his power is, of course, being able to send bubbles bouncing all over the screen. I think they really captured the look here. Great figure. This I could see as more of a deluxe. I think this is labeled as deluxe. It's not on the box, but if you purchase it online, it's labeled as Deluxe Bubble Man. You can see the box is much bigger. The standard box is only about half this size. You can see it comes with a whole host of alternate hands in here, including a little blaster hand accessory. It comes with an alternate head. It comes with the bubble. It comes with a ability to stand that bubble up in an action pose. So you're getting a lot more with this figure than we usually get, which was just the character, some energy effect, and a stand. So this is definitely more in the deluxe line. So why don't we open them up, check them out. First out of the box impressions, wow. I mean, look at the detail on this guy. You got his little scuba pack on the back. He feels just a little bit bigger than the other characters. So again, I get the deluxe sense to him. You can see that articulation on the foot, on the knee, on the hip, on the waist, on the shoulder, on the elbow, on the wrist, on the head. It's got all the same articulation points, but really capturing that look. And I love the box art where it still brings in the cartoon look to it too, of Bubble Man here. Like I said, he comes with his little energy stand, so you could put the effect on there, the bubble effect, and make it however you want to pose it, make it look like it's shooting out there. So these stands have come in handy for the other Mega Man characters, in particular when you have some kind of energy effect that you want to display with the character, and this one just has the bubble. So this is your bubble. There's not much else to it. So in addition to his standard head here, he has an alternate head, which is, I guess, shifty eyes. What I kind of like is these aren't just eyes on the character here. There is actually a plastic visor in front. So they want that extra step of putting the plastic layer on it and not just eyes behind the visor, which I've seen some other figures do. So again, I think it's living up a little bit to that premium price point. This is $30, the standard figure is $20. Some of that's going to be tariffs. It raised it up a little bit, but there is a lot more than we're usually getting here, and there's a lot more detail than we're usually getting with these figures. So it's kind of cool they made Bubble Man a deluxe. You have the hand options here. So he has the fist, and he comes with open hand. So if you want to do open hand, you could do, you could switch that in here, and these are going to have the pegs on them. So again, I like the twist method in there. So you could have an open hand. You can't quite get that crossbody display like we showed you with some other figures. It doesn't have that extra chest articulation, but I still think it's pretty great. Even without it, it's not going to be the old 8-bit, but it looks very close to the cartoon series, which I really like about this. Now, you could switch out this blaster and put a hand on this side too. So they gave you the option. I think it's going to disconnect here from the arm joint. So you could pop that out, and then you could pop in this alternate arm joint that gives him a hand. So if you want to display a hand on this side, like we'll do another open hand, you could then switch it out like you can with Mega Man. So he has the option of being human hands. You do jazz hands, or he could do a fist. So he has two fists. He has two hands, he has a blaster, and he has his alternate blaster, or his alternate cuff or whatever to do an open hand here. So you can do a lot here with Bubble Man. So I kind of like that. Make him a little mystifying Bubble Man. I love how they kept the scuba feet on there. That's pretty cool. There's no peg holes or anything like that. So pretty clean figure. I love the colors on it. It really turned out pretty good. I mean, they got a lot of great detail on there. I said you can see the pack on there, but the visor for me is a huge win to see a transparent visor. A lot of characters that are wearing some helmets or oftentimes don't bring an actual visor on there. It's just open space. So they did a great job on there. Let's try the head. Let's try the head just to see how difficult that is. It's on a standard small peg. It's not on a ball. So it's a little bit easier to get it off and on. But now you can see the little shifty eyes he's got with the side head here. So just another option for you to display it. So it's a very tiny ball joint, but it's a little easier to get on. Look at that little side shift on the head. So a little extra motion there. So glad he's joining our little roster. After I do Woodman, he's coming up next. I'll show you where we are with the roster from both Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2. Of course, they have more in plan. I think we saw Gutsman teased at Comic-Con in San Diego last year. We know Rush is in development right now. Unclear if he's going to be packaged with another Mega Man, but we are getting more of the characters in there. But this is pretty cool. Other companies are, of course, doing Mega Man, but they're not very deep on his gallery of rogues. So this is nice that we're getting some actual of the villains here to go along with our Mega Man. So if we have a nice display where Mega Man is fighting different characters, we have that then ability to have more of these characters. So again, here is the blast effect back in there. Easy to transition back to that if that's what you want to use. We could have an open hand, or you could have a closed fist. I mean, he's fighting, so it's probably going to be in fist mode here. So he could punch, and then we'll have a little bubble effect. So that's it. I mean, there's not much more to it. He's out there right now. You can pick him up at fan channels like Big Bad or Entertainment Earth. Some stores carry them as well. I think I've seen them in Target before. I can't be too sure. Amazon will carry them as well. But yeah, so this one is around $30 is the price point. But again, you can tell by the box, it's a lot bigger, a lot more detail, and more accessories than we're usually getting with these guys. So just a little bit into that deluxe phase here, but that is your deluxe Bubble Man from Jada Toys. All right, that was a quick one today. No real special background. I didn't mention that, but it's just some crates in the background here, not unique to this stage. So I think it's going to be more generic. We'll see when we open Woodman. I'm not sure if we'll get to that next week or the week after, because we still have the Mario line to finish. We have more figures from the movie to check out as well. It's kind of like a new month for us, but we're also going to get back to our Ghostbusters series on starting next week on Thursdays. We got 3 segments for this month for Wave 3, so don't worry. We'll be covering all of them. I told you, we're going to look at all the figures all the way through the final wave, so don't worry. By then we should have the new released Ecto Glowcopter. But back to Mega Man here. Another great entry in the line. We're on Mega Man 2 now. The last 2 characters I showed you were from Mega Man 2. The third one will be as well. Woodman is one of the bosses for Mega Man 2. And then we'll see where we go from there. We'll be getting into San Diego in July. Maybe they'll have announcements on when the next wave is coming out. But this one turned out great. I really like him. If you're a Mega Man fan, if you're a fan of the cartoon, the games, he's really sharp. He's probably one of the more interesting looking character designs. So he's definitely worth picking up. So go grab that right now. That's all for this time. As always, like, subscribe, and follow. See you guys next time.